Petty revenge on a shrieking surly idiot feeding seagulls. I was babysitting and took my young charges to the beach. They were 3 years old and having a great time collecting sticks and rocks and feathers, playing chase, digging and having kid fun. There were very few people nearby. Just a couple of young gals, maybe early 20s, snoozing and tanning. On a sunny day, sparkly ocean, an all-around nice time. They were 100 unbothered by the 2 lil kids with me doing their thing. A woman and maybe her daughter of an age similar to the tanning gals came and plopped down on their blanket maybe 15 feet away from the tanning gals. Probably 30 feet from us. Older woman pulls out a bag of something. Bread, crackers, and starts chucking them out into the sand between her and the 2 gals. Immediately a flurry of dirty, squawking, fighting gulls descend for the snacks, swooping over the 2 gals, waking them up. They are startled and annoyed by the low circling, landing, cracker-snatching birds that are blowing sand on them with their flapping wings. Just inches away. I hear one of the gals ask the woman to please not feed the birds because they are disturbing them. The woman starts shrieking that she can do what she wants. Blah blah. Never mind that she could have done her Snow White convenes with nature scene somewhere else on the wide open beach if she'd considerately sat some distance from other people. But she didn't. I was thinking how annoying she was as she went on at the 2 gals. But suddenly my young charges did what many 3-year-olds love to do got up and ran. Straight at the birds who all started flapping and flying in all directions to escape. Giving the bird lady a taste of the nastiness the gals had just experienced. If they landed nearby again, the kids turned and ran that way. Seagulls everywhere, bird mayhem. The bird lady was enraged and started yelling at the kids to leave the birds alone. I yelled at her that they are just little kids and they can do what they want. The kids had stopped when she started yelling, but I told them to run and chase birds if they wanted. So they did. Younger woman looked like she wanted to dig a hole and climb in. Obnoxious woman packed up her crackers and blanket and they left. The sun continued to shine, the water sparkled and we kept on enjoying our lovely day. It's terrible for the birds too. My husband and I visit the beach every Saturday during the summer. These seagull feeders are the reason we have a large umbrella. We grew tired of being pooped upon. There is a silver lining. If someone starts to share their snacks, we prepare to be entertained. People who start sharing their snacks don't realize they're about to feel like they're in an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Me and my friend were eating at a marina-side cafe once when some asshole started throwing French fries at the seagulls and caused a big mob scene. I asked him to stop. The staff asked them to stop. And they didn't stop. They were screaming seagulls everywhere and then they started trying to steal our food too. So I grabbed my plate of fries, held it up over my head, walked over to their car which was parked in front of the tables, and dumped the entire pile of fries in the open sunroof window. The car was full of seagulls within 30 seconds. We called it seagull bombing. I can do what I want even if you are inconvenienced. I can. Because I am me. 5 minutes later. You cannot do what you want, I am inconvenienced. And I want you to stop, listen to me. Right. Also, everyone who feeds seagulls should be lathered with fish oil, rolled in breadcrumbs and fed to the said seagulls. Seagulls are the bane of any beachgoer's existence. Can't have any food without being stalked. Seagull lands 20 feet away. You look away and then back and he's 15 feet. Then 10. 5. You have to take a ferry to where I used to live. The seagulls learned how to glide at a speed that is just a tiny bit faster than the ferry is going. I've seen them slowly glide up behind someone having a snack, and bam, seagull grabs the snack from over their shoulder, makes a quick getaway. Anyone who purposely feeds them is a true asshole. We used to live across the road from McDonald's and KFC. It was amazing how the birds appeared every day at noon, waiting for all those motorists dropping their leftovers out of the window. Lazy tosses, but the seagulls had impeccable timing. A few years ago there was a dude being a total a-hole maybe 15 or 20 feet in front of us on the beach. Loud. Mean. Smoking. Just a jerk. He went down to swim and my buddy went up and poured out half a box of Cheez-Its over his stuff. He came back to a total mess. Packed up and left. Idle thought: if raccoons are trash pandas, would that make gulls trash canaries? If you think seagulls are cheeky bastards, then you've never met mallards, ducks that are used to humans. Several years ago, when my youngest son was about 5 years old, a mallard flew past him and snatched a cinnamon roll he was going to take a bite of out of his hand at the beach. And don't get me started about cobra chickens, Canadian geese. I've known people that would have smacked bird lady's snacks out of her hands and all over her blankets so the gulls would have fucked it all up. I've also known people that would have smacked her upside the head with a shovel. Haha, there are few greater pleasures in life than watching a moron enter a beach marked with a giant "Don't feed the seagulls" sign, and start feeding the goddamn seagulls. The ones they have in my usual vacation destination are huge and completely fearless. At one point there was an official advisory to not take miniature dogs to the beach on account of eye-pecking, drowning attempts and general harassment. The sun continued to shine. The sun will always shine. The birds will always sing. My hometown is on a coastline, so seagulls are a problem, even inland. Most outdoor restaurants have settled on a workable solution. They string a network of clear monofilament fishing line above the dining area, running at random angles and fairly close together. The gulls don't see the lines as they swoop down for a snack and they collide with them. It doesn't seriously hurt the gulls, but they don't like it and quickly learn to stay away. Pity you can't do that at the beach. I don't know if you're in the UK, but it's illegal to feed seagulls and most councils give £5,000 fines for feeding them, and I've had to have a go at so many city people in my seaside hometown for doing it because they would feed their cones to the seagulls outside our ice cream parlors when they were done, so the seagulls would shit on our stuff, empty the bins onto the floor outside our shop and attack shit on all the customers. Member of the council caught one city tourist and fined her. The sun continued to shine, the water sparkled, and we kept on enjoying our lovely day. The end. I deal with the sand dolts differently. I start making a hole and all the sand ends up on them. I just say sorry, 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 and somehow the sand still ends up all over them. I'm not sure why that happens. They are at the beach after all. I honestly would have loved you. A good chunk of why I hate the beach is the birds. You brought free bird control to the beach for me. That was a lovely ending. My young charge. Ha ha. Instant karma. Saw a seagull snatch an entire funnel cake once on a boardwalk.